Every invasion starts the same way. An animal arrives somewhere it was never meant to be. No natural predators, no competition, no limits. What happens next is nature's most terrifying experiment, and humans started almost every single one. These are the 8 invasive animals that took our world and made it theirs. The Burmese python, one of the largest snakes on Earth, is silently erasing Florida's wildlife, and nobody can stop it. Deep in the Everglades, a 19-foot shadow moves through sawgrass without a single sound. The Burmese python doesn't need speed. It doesn't need venom. It needs only one thing: patience. It coils. It squeezes. Blood pressure spikes until the heart stops. Since the 1980s, released by pet owners who underestimated them, these pythons have reduced raccoon populations by 99%, bobcats by 87%, and white-tailed deer by 94% in some zones. Entire mammal communities, functionally erased. Here's the number that breaks people. Scientists estimate over 100,000 pythons now live in Florida. They've been found with adult deer, alligators, and even other pythons inside them. Florida didn't lose a battle with nature. It lost a war it started itself. When humans open a cage, sometimes an entire ecosystem pays the price. Cane toad. Australia imported this animal to solve a problem. It became a catastrophe 1,000 times worse. In 1935, 102 cane toads were released into Queensland sugarcane fields to control beetles. Nobody asked what would happen next. The toads ignored the beetles entirely. Instead, they found something far more valuable: an entire continent with 0 predators and unlimited food. Today, over 200 million cane toads occupy Australia. That number grows every single wet season. Their weapon is brutal in its simplicity. When threatened, glands behind their eyes ooze bufotoxin, a milky poison so potent it stops hearts within minutes. Native Australian predators never evolved to recognize the danger. Freshwater crocodiles, goannas, quolls, and even beloved pet dogs have died simply from mouthing a single toad. Here's what destroys people. Cane toads are nearly impossible to misidentify. Scientists knew the risks. The government released them anyway. One bureaucratic decision in 1935 is still killing Australian wildlife in 2026. 90 years of consequences from 102 animals. Nature didn't create this disaster. A spreadsheet did. Possum. It looks like a stuffed toy. It functions like a biological wrecking ball. In New Zealand's ancient forests, 70 million brushtail possums move through the canopy every single night. They were introduced from Australia in 1837 for the fur trade. Nobody considered that New Zealand's birds and trees had evolved for 80 million years with 0 land mammals. Nothing here knew what a possum was. Nothing here feared it. That ignorance became extinction. Possums eat everything: native bird eggs, chicks, flowers, berries, and bark. They strip trees completely bare. They consume 21,000 tons of native vegetation every single night across the country. Entire forest canopies are disappearing in slow motion. Here's the twist that hurts. In Australia, possums are protected. In New Zealand, they are public enemy number 1. Same animal, 2 completely different ecological realities. The New Zealand now spends over $70 million yearly fighting them. Poison drops, traps, shooting programs. The possums are still winning. One animal's treasure is another nation's nightmare. Crab-eating macaque. It arrived as a pet. It stayed as a predator. Portuguese sailors introduced crab-eating macaques to Mauritius in the 1500s. 500 years later, an estimated 40,000 macaques now dominate the island. They outlasted the sailors. They outlasted the colonizers. They are now more established on Mauritius than most native species. These macaques are dangerously intelligent. They watch, they learn, they organize. Entire troops raid farms in coordinated attacks. Some members create diversions while others steal crops. They raid bird nests with surgical precision, destroying eggs and chicks of some of Mauritius's rarest endemic species: the pink pigeon, the echo parakeet. Birds that survived centuries of hunting now face coordinated primate raids daily. Here's what stops scientists cold. Macaques have learned to avoid traps. They watch other macaques get caught. They remember. They teach younger members to stay away. You cannot outsmart an animal that studies you back. Mauritius is fighting an invasion 500 years in the making against an opponent that gets smarter every generation. The small Indian mongoose It was brought to kill snakes. Hawaii had no snakes, not a single one. In 1883, sugar plantation owners imported 72 small Indian mongooses from Jamaica to control rats damaging their crops. Basic logic: mongoose kills rats, problem solved. What nobody properly researched was timing. Rats are nocturnal, mongooses are diurnal. They were never awake at the same time. The mongooses ignored the rats entirely. Instead, they discovered something far more defenseless: Hawaii's ground-nesting birds, birds that evolved for millions of years on isolated islands with zero land predators, birds that had no fear response, no escape instinct, no chance. The Hawaiian goose, the nene, nearly vanished completely. Dozens of ground-nesting seabird colonies were devastated within decades. Several native bird species disappeared forever, erased not by habitat loss, but by 72 animals and one catastrophically bad decision. Here's the fact that makes people furious. Scientists at the time actually warned plantation owners this wouldn't work. The warnings were ignored. 72 animals, one ignored warning. Millions of years of evolution undone. Hawaii lost species that survived ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and rising seas, but couldn't survive one human mistake: the feral hog. 3 million pigs are destroying Texas, and they are winning. Feral hogs were first introduced to North America by Spanish explorers in the 1500s as a walking food source. Centuries later, additional European wild boars were released for sport hunting. They bred together. They escaped. They multiplied into something nobody anticipated: an unstoppable, highly intelligent, devastatingly adaptable army. A single feral hog can smell food underground from 7 miles away. Their tusks tear through root systems, destroy crops, collapse stream banks, and contaminate water supplies with bacteria. They eat everything: fawns, ground-nesting birds, native plants, agricultural fields. One sounder of hogs can destroy an entire cornfield in a single night. Texas alone reports $400 million in agricultural damage every single year. Nationally, that number crosses $2.5 billion annually. Here's the number that makes farmers lose sleep. To simply maintain current population levels, wildlife managers must eliminate 70% of all feral hogs every year. Nobody is achieving anywhere close to that. They breed at 6 months old. One female produces 2 litters yearly. Each litter contains up to 12 piglets. Humans created this problem with a ship and a food supply. 3 million animals later, Texas is still paying that bill. The nutria. It looks like a beaver. It destroys like a bulldozer. Nutria were brought to California from South America in the early 1900s for the fur trade. When fur fashion collapsed, fur farmers simply released them into rivers, into wetlands, into ecosystems that had never encountered anything like them. A nutria never stops eating, ever. Their enormous orange teeth, stained that color by iron-rich enamel, chew through wetland vegetation at a pace that staggers scientists. They don't just eat plants. They consume entire root systems, destroying the underground structure that holds wetland soil together. What follows is called eat-outs, vast stretches of marsh that simply collapse into open water, gone permanently. California's wetlands filter water, prevent flooding, store carbon, and shelter hundreds of native species. Nutria don't recognize any of that value. They recognize only one thing: food. Here's the twist that shocks people. California actually eradicated nutria completely by 1970, declared them gone, stopped monitoring. Then in 2017, they reappeared. Nobody knows exactly how. California won the war once, then stopped paying attention. Now the war has restarted from zero. An enemy you've already defeated can still come back. Nature never forgets an opportunity. The hippo. A drug lord imported 4 hippos. Colombia now has a crisis nobody knows how to solve. In the 1980s, Pablo Escobar built a private zoo at his Hacienda Nápoles estate. He imported giraffes, elephants, exotic birds, and 4 Nile hippos. When Colombian authorities dismantled the estate after Escobar's death in 1993, every animal was relocated, except the hippos. Too large, too dangerous, too expensive to move. They were left behind. They found the Magdalena River. They thrived. Hippos are the most dangerous large land animal on Earth. They are massively territorial, unpredictably aggressive, and capable of running 19 miles per hour despite weighing 3,000 pounds. In Africa, natural drought cycles, predators, and resource competition control their populations. In Colombia, none of those checks exist. The Magdalena River is warm, food-rich, and completely undefended. The 4 hippos became 16, then 40, then 80. Today, conservative estimates place the population at 169, some researchers say higher. By 2035, population models project over 400 hippos occupying Colombian waterways. Here's what makes this unlike any other invasion story. Colombian communities along the Magdalena River have started to love them. Local fishermen call them gift animals. Children swim near them. Tourism has grown around them. Killing them triggers massive public backlash. Colombia's government faces an impossible equation, an ecologically catastrophic invasive species that its own citizens are protecting. Scientists have no clean solution. Relocation costs millions per animal. Sterilization requires dangerous sedation. Culling triggers public outrage. The hippos keep reproducing while the debate continues. 4 animals escaped a dead drug lord's zoo. 30 years later, they own a river. Pablo Escobar is gone. His hippos inherited Colombia. The 8 animals. 8 invasions. 8 warnings humanity keeps ignoring. The python, the toad, the possum, the macaque, the mongoose, the hog, the nutria, the hippo. None of them chose to be somewhere they didn't belong. Every single invasion on this list has one common thread: a human decision, a cage opened, a ship unloaded, a warning ignored. Nature doesn't invade. It simply occupies the spaces we carelessly create. The most dangerous invasive species on this planet isn't the python or the hippo. It never was. If these stories disturbed you, share this video, because the next invasion is already being planned somewhere by someone who thinks they have it under control. Next time, we're covering nature's most shocking survival abilities. You will not believe what these animals can survive.